Hi, my name is Antoine and I'm a shamanic healer and ceremonialist. Today I wanted to carry on with these small videos about shamanism and animism, and in this video I'll talk a little bit more about healing and the child within. I guess a lot of you are familiar with the idea of the inner child, and for many people I think it belongs to the areas or to various areas of psychology or psychoanalysis or psychotherapy. Actually, in many cultures, this primordial child part is represented in different beings and deities, and some traditions actually work with certain deities and archetypes or child spirits in order to help people heal, and in some cases to help people heal from traumas that affected them as a child. In Yoruba Ifa, you will find the Ibeji twins. In Vodou, you will find the Marasa twins. And certainly in Vodou, they are, or they can be called upon to help heal children. And there's no reason why they couldn't be called upon to help heal people in their child states or certain ages where they have been affected and traumatized. So on shamanism also, my experiences when working with people who have various degrees of trauma related to childhood, some of it sometimes completely unconscious. When you do a soul recovery, which is in a way, I think for me it's more adequate to say a spirit recovery, really, a part of the spirit. The soul, in my perception, as we define it, usually remains intact. But let's say soul recovery because it's a word that is used a lot. So you are going to recover in trance, in the spirit world, parts of a person, of his kind of energetic, psychological being, and also spirit being, that has gone away or been alienated through an experience of trauma. And in my experience, when you actually go to recover those parts, in many cases you have to negotiate with them. They will not come back. You find them, and sometimes you have to search fairly strongly to actually find them. And in many cases, when you encounter those parts, they will refuse to come back because they don't feel safe. And in many cases, they won't feel safe with, you could say, the person who is coming for the healing, himself or herself. What I mean is those child parts are really kind of like independent parts of the psyche or autonomous parts, and they have become even more autonomous through trauma, or some aspects of them have become autonomous through trauma. At least they experience themselves as autonomous, and they may have different objectives and different ways of being to the adult personality. So they might find that the adult personality of the person who's coming for the healing does not appear safe for them. In many cases that could be justified because maybe the adult person has been unable to take care or listen to this child part, and for good reason. It's been repressed because it's been hurt deeply, and usually it has also guardian aspects protecting it. So in my experience, when I go and recover those parts in the spirit world, I might find them also in safe places, and those are places that appeared safe to the child part at the time of the trauma. And in many cases, I could go and recover them and find they are. I don't decide where they are. I'll have to go and find them, and I'll find they are with the water spirits somewhere deep at the bottom of the river or an ocean. And this has a meaning. I mean, a specific meaning also on a symbolical level. To me, in my experience, this is not only symbolical. You could look at it from a psychological or Jungian point of view and say, well, this is because the emotional state of this child has not been honored, so he's gone into the water state. You could say this is true, but it's beyond that, because you might have also to negotiate with those water spirits who are caring but may also be unwilling to let go of the child, and the child may want to stay. So you have to negotiate with those aspects and beings. You might find those children or child paths also with in the realm of the dead. That's happened also. What they've done is they found staying not exactly in the realm of the dead, but the limit of the realm of the dead. They were safer than where they were when they experienced trauma. So possibly in some cases because a deceased person went away and was dear to them, and they found that this was safe. So the child part is a very important part when you do any healing, even you could say for adult or more adult traumas, because it's also connected to the purity and essence of the person, to the innocence. So this is a very small video. I just wanted to make this small video, and the light is getting really low. But I hope this is helpful. There is a space for working with the inner child in shamanism and animism. I hope this is helpful to you. Blessings.